Tell me your name and what you guys do.
I'm JJ from Walker Outdoor Solutions. We mainly do decks, fences, but also kind of a full service outdoor living general contractor. So we do landscape, deck staining, painting, all that kind of stuff.
What did you do in revenue last year versus what are you on track to do this year?
Last year we touched about 280. I think this year we're already at like 500K. And that'll take us until about September, so still have the year to kind of book out and finish out.
How much money in paid ads to get there?
None.
Okay, and last year at this time, it's the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
How far out were you?
Maybe 2 weeks, and I think right now we're like, depending on how rain and everything like that, 1.5 to 2.
How many leads are you getting this season compared to last season?
We're getting a lot more qualified leads, better referral partners as we've built that, and yeah, it's been killer. I'd say there was definitely smaller projects that we were getting leads for. Definitely a few tire kickers. One tire kicker that kind of bit us in the butt since we lowered our price a little bit and turned out to be a headache.
Have you had to lower your price much this year at all to get jobs?
No. Not at all. People have been willing to pay.
Why do you think that is? Like, what's the difference?
I think we've got all the social proof behind us. I mean, I send them testimonials that are tailored to their job that might look like them. And then we've got our reviews. They can check out our website. Obviously, we've got a professional looking truck.
So you just have really the brand dialed in, the social proof?
Yeah, exactly.
What about selling? Because that's something we never ask, honestly, because we teach you how to sell, too.
Yeah.
What was selling like before us and now after us?
It was probably more hoping than selling. It was putting together an estimate that was a lot more jumbled and wasn't very concise. It was go out, meet with them, email it to them a week later, shoot them a text maybe, and that was about it. Now I like, especially for bigger projects like this one, always a two-step close. There's testimonials in between there. We've got samples with us now that we can show our decking or our pavers, our fences. So it's a more legit process rather than just like a bid and
hoping.
A prayer. Yeah, exactly.
What was like the mental thoughts of like business last year versus this year?
Yeah, I'd say last year it was just more stressful, just wanting to keep myself busy and keep the guys busy. It was just a lot more unpredictable. Also just less confidence that came with that since we were only booked out so far. And now we tell people like, oh, we might be like a month and a half, 2 months, and they're like, oh, that kind of makes sense. Like just probably because they know who they're potentially going to work with.
What were you trying before last year? Like, were you trying Facebook groups? Like, what was your strategy for marketing?
Strategy was probably scrolling Nextdoor, just commenting on posts as much as I could. Though some of those jobs were okay, that's kind of how I started off, but as you get more legit, that can't be your only lead flow funnel.
What's been the biggest change since joining BCBA?
I would say everything I've learned about business and branding and all the back-end things that you never really think about, especially it's never really taught in the blue-collar world. Even though you see all these bigger like HVAC companies or plumbing companies, whatever the company might be, like they have that set. And I was just kind of scratching my head, like, why are all these other people doing all this stuff and they've got this system figured out? But now I understand it a lot more.
Love it. What's something that you don't worry about or stress about anymore?
I'd say I don't worry about just having work. Like we've been good. I think the earliest we've had an opening this whole year has been about a month, and we had about a month on the books already signed last fall. So definitely helps me sleep at night.
That was my next question, is what about life outside of business? How has that changed?
Yeah, it's definitely been a little bit more relaxing. I mean, we've had a little bit of issues on the labor side of things this year, and that's probably on me to not get in front of that so those issues don't happen. But besides that, it's really just juggling schedule and getting projects done. So
That's what we always say: you fix one problem in business, and there's 7 more
Yeah.
unlocked, right?
exactly.
I guess, yeah. What's been the biggest weight that's been lifted off of your shoulders?
I would just say, like, knowing that I have a brand that can kind of speak for itself. I've done a lot of legwork, and you guys have helped me with that legwork of just laying that foundation so that when people do find out that we exist, they know they're working with somebody reputable. I'm not just a kid in a Ford Escape with a trailer and his dad's tools anymore. So, yeah.
When you came across us, were you skeptical?
Oh, totally. I was like, who are these people? I think it took like 2 or 3 phone calls to get me to sign up, but yeah, super skeptical. I'd never paid for any sort of coaching or program like this before, so
Did you
definitely.
just find us from ads?
I found you through a landscaper's videos that I'd been watching, and then saw that you guys were working with them, and I was like, okay, if these guys know something and they're doing all these projects, I could probably learn something too.
Was there anything else that pushed you over the edge besides seeing other people in the program?
I guess I would say I was definitely a little fed up with just having to constantly work really hard for not a lot of result, and just kind of spinning the hamster wheel for about 3 years before this.
Do you remember any specific breaking point, like a moment where you're like, okay, I just need to try something different than what I'm currently doing?
I think when I graduated from tech school, I was actually going to quit this business and become an electrician, just go get a 9-to-5. But when I got out of school, I figured if I could get my GC license, I could continue to do this business, really brand it. But yeah, that was kind of graduating school. It was like, well, do I go that route and work for somebody else, or do I keep pushing this way? And I think I signed up with Blue Collar like a week and a half, 2 weeks after I graduated. Yeah. Yeah.
Would you, so you're a deck fence guy mainly, would you say that BCBA works for deck and fence guys or other trades?
Yeah, I'd say it works for any trade. I think the processes are very similar, whether you're selling an $800 car detail or a $35,000 deck. It's still the branding, the social proof, everything you have backing yourself to sell whatever you're selling.
Yeah. How would you compare us to like a marketing agency or an ads agency? Like, how would you explain to someone how we do things differently?
I'd say Blue Collar is more of coaching and really teaching you how to do it yourself, rather than you offloading that responsibility and just paying for somebody to try to do it on their end. It's a lot more learning and hands-on, teaching you what to do rather than just paying for ads.
What would you say to someone on the other side of the screen who's like, well, I just want to pay for somebody to do it all for me?
Then you're probably lazy, and you should go get a job or become a project manager or something. Because as the business owner, you have to take full ownership of how the company's doing and everything that's within it to build what you want to build. Ultimately, it's up to you.
Love it. Would you recommend this?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.